Facebook has taken bold moves into two new product categories. It's taking on Clubhouse with Facebook Live audio rooms and Substack with Facebook Bulletin. Can Facebook beat the upstarts at digital radio shows and newsletters? John Ford is here to weigh in. John, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Melissa. Sure, Facebook can beat them. I mean, its platforms had 3.45 billion monthly active people in the first quarter. That's roughly 44% of all the human beings. Facebook's worth $1 trillion now. Now, what Facebook can't do is buy the competitors, not with antitrust and legal pressure mounting. That would never get past its critics in D.C. Also, Facebook beating these companies, it's going to look a little different than you'd expect. Could Facebook pound Clubhouse and Substack into dust? Well, sure, technically. But then that would become Exhibit G in the antitrust case against Facebook, destroyer of worlds. No, the way Facebook beats the competition here is by staying nimble, staying in the game with live audio and bulletin, good products they can lean into if consumer demand in a category really takes off. Look, Clubhouse said it had 10 million users in February. Respectable number, but to a 3.4 billion user Facebook, that's less than a rounding error. Substack has more than 500,000 paying subscribers to newsletters on its platform, which is great, but Facebook just signed Malcolm Gladwell, who's been known to sell millions of books all by himself, so it's not really a fair fight. Fortunately for Clubhouse and Substack, Facebook isn't going for the KO, Melissa.
So you think Facebook has a capability to crush the companies, but it doesn't want to?
Well, all right. On the other hand, I bet Facebook's going to fail to catch Clubhouse and Substack. Just because companies are big doesn't mean they're great at everything. I mean, if that were remotely true, Facebook Watch should be doing a lot better, for one. With Netflix, Apple, and YouTube and the high-end video game, Facebook should at least get on the scoreboard. How come the only Facebook Watch show I can name is Red Table Talk? And what about virtual reality? Remember how Facebook was going to make VR a big thing? Facebook bought Oculus 7 years ago, and it's closer to being the next Google Glass than the next Instagram. Now, the bottom line is that making hit products is hard. It requires talent and focus, and big companies don't necessarily have more of that than scrappy ones. Take Microsoft 20 years ago. Microsoft was trying hard to make a handheld computer and then an MP3 player. Remember Pocket PC? Remember Zune? The Zune was not on purpose. That wasn't Microsoft saying, let's make one, but let's not make it so good it crushes the iPod. In Clubhouse and Substack's categories, there are a lot of creative people who want to build businesses based on a direct connection with the audience. That's just not Facebook's MO. Facebook is known for owning the audience and renting it out to others on its own terms. The right partners are more likely to trust the little guys here, Melissa.
Either way, it seems Facebook could be at risk if it works too hard to dominate in these two areas, live audio and newsletters.
Could be, but they got to try as hard as they can if they want to stay relevant.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.